Hello, everyone. In this first lecture video for Analytics for Business and Economics, the first thing we need to do is get you set up with a free Rstudio Cloud account. So this is in the before class, you should do the following. There's a link here. Also, if you come down to the very first module, Intro to RStudio, RStudio Cloud Part 1, there's a little bit of information in here. There's going to be a reading section, and this reading section is pretty detailed. You don't really need to have all of that. You can skim through that, and you'll probably want to come back to and reference this reading section throughout the class. There'll also be right here between this task, the task for RStudio sign up and this reading, the link to this lecture will be right here. So that'll be here soon. But let's come right back up here to where we're at. And number 2, register for RStudio Cloud. So I'm going to click on that one. And that's going to bring me to the RStudio Cloud sign up page. Okay, so a few things I want you to know here. First of all, you want the free, RStudio Cloud free. All right, premium is here. This is great, but it costs $100 a month. Now, if you're doing a lot of development and want to use RStudio Cloud to do that, it's probably worth it, but you don't need to do that. You're not an instructor, so you can't get an instructor license. I have an instructor account, so we'll come back to that in a minute. And you're not an organization, so we don't want to work with that. You want free. There's also a plus plan for $5 a month. You can click this and, oh, that sounds good. Nope, you don't need that either. You don't need to pay anything for this. This is free. I have an instructor account, and because I have an instructor's license, I can allow you to use my resources. So this stuff over here is pretty limited for the free account. But because you can work under my workspace, that frees that up quite a bit. Okay, so the next thing we're going to do is we're going to click sign up. Awesome sauce. This is where you sign up. Okay, I actually have already signed up, but it's pretty straightforward. You just fill this information in, click sign up, and move on through. Okay, it's not terribly difficult. You can do all of that. You can use your Google account, or even if you have one, a GitHub account, although I doubt you have a GitHub account just yet. If you want to know more about that, I can tell you more about that offline. But in any event, you fill in this information, you're going to click sign up. Okay, and then I already have this, so I'm going to click login. Once you've signed in, you'll be able to log in. I'm going to log in not with my instructor account, but with my free account that I have for demonstration purposes. And it wants my password, so I'll put that in. And I use a password manager, that's why that's easy for me. I highly recommend using a password manager, it's important. And this is what you're going to see. Okay, now I want to give you a really quick tour of what's going on here. The first thing that you'll see is you have your projects. A project is the basic unit, so it's like a document in Microsoft Word. Well, it's a project in RStudio, in RStudio Cloud. Now, a project might have several different files in it, and that's okay. It's just a little bit bigger, more encompassing. And it's really nice because I can make a project that's, say, your case study that has the data in the right spot and a few things started for you, and then just share that project with you. So it really works well. All right, you can make new projects. I'm going to save talking too much about this for a later time. Basically our next video, I'll give you a tour of RStudio Cloud, but I don't want this video to get too long because we've got the next step that we need to do. So let me come back to the home page in Canvas, and we want to come down here, and I want to come in here to the welcome to class. I probably should edit this a little bit so that these steps are under the RStudio, and I want to join the class workspace using this link. So let's click on this link. All right, join space. Yes, I want to join the space. All right. Oh, wait. If you did not intend to join the space and you decide to leave later, go to the members area and leave space. We intended to join, so we're okay. So now what I want to do is I want to come over here to this little hamburger menu. Yeah, they're called hamburger menus. I don't know why. And you can see there's your workspace that's got right now nothing in it. Now this is your workspace. This uses your resources. So you can run out of those pretty quickly. But if you come over here to where it says Econ326 and it has my name under there, all right, I know I'm logged in, but when your account, it'll also have my name under because I'm the one who made it. And I click in there. Boom, look at this. We have the case studies, so 1, 2, 5, 7, and 8. 3 and 4 are cases 3 and 4 are both problem sets, so they're not in Rstudio Cloud. You can use Rstudio Cloud to do them, though. But in any event, here you are. And those are the cases, and you can do this. So if I wanted to just click Start, I could click right here, Start. And it's going to set up the first case study project. Right. And that's really important. You need to have joined this group. It's fairly simple. I think it's a fairly easy process, and we've gone through this. Rstudio Cloud is a little bit slow. So like when you get to, say, econometrics, Econ 426, you're probably not going to want to use Rstudio Cloud anymore. You'll want to install it on your own computer. But for now, it'll do everything we need it to do, and it's just a lot simpler. All right. So there we go. It says up here, case 1. Login successful. And hooray, there it is. All right, and we are on version of R 4.2.1, which you really don't care so much about. It just updated not too long ago. And what you really care is they always come up with a funny name for it. So now we're a funny looking kid. So hey, yay. You also don't care. We're currently on a Linux environment. Doesn't matter because all you see is the R stuff. And this will look the same whether you open up R on a Mac, on a PC, it doesn't matter. It's going to look like this. All right, so let me show you a couple things that are going to make things easier for you. First of all, your setup might look a lot like this. So let's make this better. First of all, if it does, and you see this little X up here, click on that and get rid of it. Great. And the next thing you can do if you're on a Mac, just click this green button. If you're on a PC, you put it into full screen, and boom, it makes it a little easier because you've got more space. The other thing I want you to know is you've got 2 columns here. So you've got a column over here on the left and a column over here on the right. The column on the right has all kinds of information and stuff in there. We'll talk more about that later as you need it. But for right now, let's make it smaller. Kabing. Then I can come down here. This is the Files tab. So here's all the files that I have set up for you in your Rstudio Cloud project for case 1. There's case 1. There's the start of it. So there's the template for answering the questions for case 1. We'll click on that. Boom. Now we have, this is the document up here in the upper left quadrant. So we'll call these quadrants, 1, 2, 3, and 4. This is the console. This is where it outputs some stuff. We're just going to make that small. And you see how there's a big box here and a small box where I'm pointing? Just click that down. It's small, and boom. And oh my gosh, is this overwhelming? Well, don't worry. We're going to go through all this. We're not doing it, though, in this video. Okay? So don't worry about it being overwhelming. We've opened up our first case. We're inside the we're in the workspace. We've opened up the first case, and we're well on our way to getting through this class. All right? Very good. I think we're going to end this video now, and we'll pick things up with the next lecture.